Here are some games to play instead of doom scrolling. All of these games have little to no story, super easy to hop in, and allow you to make good progression even if you only have a short amount of time to play. The first game we have is Slots and Daggers. I'm playing the PC version through Game Native, but it runs great through Game Hub as well. This game is a roguelike. Basically, think kind of like Slay the Spire, but instead of using cards, you have a slot machine. So when you roll the slot machine, you might get a sword, which allows you to do damage. You might get a shield, which gives your character armor. You might get spells, you might get money, and all kinds of different stuff. So it starts off feeling a bit random, but as you get better and get more permanent upgrades, you'll find more items that require more skill to use and keep on improving. Now I've included this game on this list because it saves after every single battle, so you can super easily just hop out and hop in right where you left off. And when you clear the boss in an area, you can resume from that same area if you end up dying on that run. So you'll never have to start a run all the way from the beginning. Just makes it a bit more forgiving and much easier to hop back into. Next we have Vampire Survivors and Megabonk. I'm including them together because they're pretty similar games, but Vampire Survivors I'm running the mobile version, which is free, and for Megabonk I'm running the PC version through Game Hub. Now in these games, the only thing you have to worry about is moving around. Your character attacks automatically, and basically you're trying to survive as long as possible by killing enemies and getting upgrades along the way as hordes of bigger and tougher enemies come at you. Now Megabonk is basically just Vampire Survivors but in 3D, so if you try Vampire Survivors and you like it, Megabonk will definitely be worth a try as well. Next we have Celeste. Now the version that you guys are seeing right now is actually the cloud version running through Xbox Game Pass, just because that's where I personally own the game, but I would recommend looking into the PC version or the Switch version of this game, and it is only $5 on Steam right now, so definitely hop on this one if you haven't already. If you don't know already, Celeste is a challenging platformer with very tight controls and deals with a very heartfelt story as the main character battles through some of her doubts and anxieties about climbing this mountain. Now this one is great for this list because each time you get to a new section, the game saves and you can easily save and exit from any point and hop right back in. And these little sections are very short. Once you learn them, you can get through them pretty quickly. So it's a great one to hop in, and it's super rewarding when you finally are able to figure out how to complete a certain section. And it introduces new mechanics as it goes along, but it never gets too complicated or frustrating. So I highly recommend this one if you're a fan of platformers. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Now any version of these Tony Hawk Pro Skater games works, but I specifically went with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on the GameCube, and I'm running it through RetroArch. I'm sure you guys have heard of this one, maybe grew up playing it on the PS2. I personally played it on the GameCube back in the day, but it's basically a skating game with a career mode and a free skate mode as well. In the career mode, most of these missions are pretty quick. They take about 2 minutes to finish, and then you get points that allow you to unlock new places to skate in both the career mode and the free skate mode. The free skate mode is basically you just hop in, you try to beat your best score. Now I'm using RetroArch to play this game versus something like Dolphin, for example, because RetroArch you can set it up so when you back out, it automatically creates a save state, and then when you load up the game, it puts you right back to where you were. So even though on a device like the Thor, you could play the remastered version on Switch, I still would go with the original GameCube versions because it's less loading time, super easy to get in, get out, and you can always upscale it so it doesn't look as crunchy as it did on the original console. Ware Mega Microgames. This is a Game Boy Advance game that I'm playing through RetroArch. Now you can play pretty much any WarioWare game here. If you're on 3DS, you can play WarioWare Gold or WarioWare Touched for the DS. In pretty much any WarioWare game, you play these consecutive short minigames, and as you go along, the speed gets much faster, and you have to try to complete all of them before you lose all 4 lives. And once you get to that last minigame, you get to a boss battle, which is a longer minigame that you have to complete. This style, where it kind of just throws random games at you, really keeps you engaged and on your toes for the next minigame, and it does get pretty tough as you go along to some of those later stages. That's gonna be pretty much it for this video, guys. I had some more games I wanted to add to this list, but I didn't want to make the video too long, so let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. It's easy. And we'll see you guys next time.